10 mistakes older men make dating younger women. A relationship with a younger woman is becoming your goal right now. Gentlemen, are you sure you're ready for this? You might think you're a seasoned player, but sometimes you don't realize you're making some major mistakes when dating a younger woman. Are your actions sabotaging your chances? Of course, it's better to know and avoid these mistakes, right? So don't hesitate to spend some time and carefully check out the video below on 10 mistakes older men make dating younger women. Let's play the game and ensure you don't just survive in the dating world, you thrive. Mistake 1. Try to impress her with money. One of the biggest mistakes middle-aged men make when dating much younger women is thinking that money can solve everything. Sure, you might have a stable career, financial security, and be willing to spend money on her. However, if you give her the impression that you're more of a sponsor in her life rather than a companion, it can create a disconnect. So what happens? You go all out. You shower her with gifts, take her to the most expensive restaurants, and try to wow her with your wealth and connections. But here's the catch. This approach has two major flaws. First, it reinforces the idea that she's the prize and you're just trying to win her over. Second, she can sense that you're trying to buy her affection, and that's a huge turn-off. Think about it. There's already a stereotype that younger women are after older men's money. When you lead with your wallet, you're basically telling her, I don't have anything else to offer you besides my money. This makes her feel uncomfortable and reinforces the stereotype. Even if she's attracted to you, she starts to pull back because she doesn't want to be seen as a gold digger or feel like you're trying to buy her affection. It creates an awkward situation for both of you. So, what should you do instead? Look at the older guys who are successful in the dating world. They don't try to buy a woman's affection. Sure, they might have money and success, but they don't lead with it. Instead, they build attraction naturally. They focus on having meaningful conversations and creating a genuine connection. They project a vibe that says, I'm not here to impress you with my money. I'm here to be a genuine, interesting person. A moment of honesty, gentlemen. Comment 1. If you've ever thought that having money would make dating younger women easier, have you ever thought about that? Mistake 2. Try to match her age. Let's talk about another classic blunder older guys make when dating younger women. Trying to match her age. You're with someone in her 20s, and you feel the urge to act and speak like a 20-something. You might even start dressing like her peers, but guys, this is a big mistake. You see, many older men think they need to mimic the younger crowd to fit in. They'll ask what she's into and pretend they're into the same things. It comes off as needy and insecure. You end up agreeing with everything she says, not because you genuinely do, but because you think it will make her like you more. This desire to blend in and seem younger only highlights the age difference you're trying to downplay. Here's the thing, your age is actually an asset. It's what makes you stand out. Younger women are often drawn to older men because of the maturity and experience they bring to the table. You have a level of wisdom, stability, and confidence that younger guys usually don't. These are qualities that are inherently attractive. By trying to act younger, you're diminishing these valuable traits and essentially putting her on a pedestal. Think about it this way. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Embrace who you are and the experiences that have shaped you. Instead of pretending to be something you're not, showcase the qualities that make you unique. Your life experience, your confidence, and your sense of self are what truly set you apart." Mistake 3. Put her up on a pedestal. Alright fellas, let's dive into another mistake that older guys make when dating younger women. Putting her up on a pedestal. Picture this. A guy in his 40s, 50s or 60s meets a younger woman, and instantly, he's treating her like royalty. Imagine you're constantly bowing down to her, metaphorically speaking. You're treating her like she's Beyoncé and you're just another fan in the crowd. Sure, she might enjoy the attention for a moment, but it's not going to build a lasting connection. He assumes because she's younger, attractive, and has plenty of options, she holds all the power. Meanwhile, he's feeling older, maybe a bit out of practice if he's fresh out of a long-term relationship, and suddenly he's looking up to her like she's the goddess of youth. Now here's the kicker. Women can sense this dynamic instantly. The minute you start elevating her to this untouchable status, she picks up on it. Women are incredibly perceptive about power dynamics in relationships. And let me tell you, when a woman realizes you're looking up at her, she starts looking down at you. It's like a subconscious shift, and it's a surefire way to kill the attraction. So why does this happen to older men, and why do some older guys manage to avoid this pitfall altogether? It all boils down to understanding who the real prize is. Successful older men know they have a lot to offer. They don't fall into the trap of thinking the younger woman is the be-all and end-all. Think about it. Flip the script. Recognize your value. You bring experience, stability, and wisdom to the table. These are traits younger guys can't compete with. Embrace your role as a confident, mature man who knows his worth. You don't need to put her on a pedestal to win her affection. Remember, confidence is key. Women are drawn to men who know their value and aren't afraid to show it. When you treat her as an equal, not a superior, you create a dynamic of mutual respect and attraction. After all, the best relationships are built on equal footing, where both partners see and appreciate each other's worth. Mistake 4. Avoiding publicizing the relationship. Men, if you were caught out with a much younger woman, how would you react? Would you admit it or come up with excuses? Be honest about your feelings and share them in the comments below. Alright, let's talk about another common blunder older men make when dating younger women: keeping the relationship under wraps. Now, I get it. Relationships with a significant age difference can face societal scrutiny. But when you're consistently avoiding public acknowledgement of your relationship, it can send the wrong message. And trust me, that's a problem. You're a well-established, respected figure in your community or workplace. You're out with your younger partner and you bump into someone you know, a business associate or a friend. When they ask about her, you awkwardly sidestep the question with excuses like, "Oh, she's just a relative," or "she's the daughter of a colleague." The atmosphere turns awkward, and you've made things uncomfortable for both of you. That kind of behavior can be more than just embarrassing. It can seriously hurt the trust and respect in your relationship. You keep things on the down low, avoiding any public acknowledgement. What happens? The relationship starts to feel like a secret, and both of you might begin questioning its legitimacy. If you're worried that publicly acknowledging the relationship might hurt your reputation or status, you're not just being cautious, you're being selfish. You're essentially saying that protecting your social image is more important than being honest and committed to her. She might be feeling the weight of this secrecy more than you realize. For her, hiding the relationship can feel like a denial of its significance. If you truly value her and the relationship, don't hesitate to go public. At the very least, be open about it when asked. Here's a nugget of wisdom from Seneca. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. If you're wasting time hiding your relationship, you're not just wasting time, you're creating unnecessary stress and uncertainty for both of you. Public acknowledgement doesn't mean you have to make every detail public, but it does mean showing a level of respect and commitment. If you're genuinely invested in making this work, let the world see it. Show her, and everyone else, that you're proud of what you have together. This will not only strengthen your relationship, but also reinforce the fact that you're both in it for the long haul. Mistake 5. Being too dull. When it comes to dating younger women, one common pitfall older men often fall into is being too dull. Now, this doesn't mean you should attempt to mimic the latest trends or pretend to be someone you're not. Instead, it's about ensuring that you remain engaging and interesting without sacrificing your authenticity. The mistake often stems from the belief that you need to align yourself with youth culture to capture her attention. Many older men think that in order to appeal to a younger woman, they need to act younger themselves. Whether that means dressing like a millennial, adopting the latest slang, or feigning interest in her favorite social media platforms. This can come off as forced and insincere, and more importantly, it fails to leverage your real strengths. Instead of chasing trends, focus on what makes you unique and engaging in your own right. Your life experiences, knowledge, and wisdom are assets that younger women often find appealing. The key is to present these aspects of yourself in an engaging way. For instance, You don't need to discuss every TikTok trend to keep her entertained. Rather, share insights or stories from your own experiences that are both intriguing and relatable. Imagine you're discussing a topic you're passionate about, like a historical event or a complex political issue. Instead of just presenting dry facts, frame it as an engaging story with a touch of humor. Make it clear why this topic matters to you and why it might be interesting to her. Your aim should be to turn these discussions into engaging conversations that highlight your depth and sense of humor. Here's where Aristotle's wisdom comes into play. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. This quote underscores the value of being well-informed and curious. By bringing your own knowledge and perspectives into conversations, you're not just sharing information, you're creating an experience that demonstrates your depth and character. Additionally, avoid the trap of trying to impress her by being someone you're not. Authenticity is key. When you try too hard to fit into her world, it often comes off as disingenuous. Instead, let your true self shine through. Being interesting isn't about pretending to be younger, it's about presenting your own experiences and knowledge in a compelling way. Engage with her by showcasing your unique perspective and sense of humor. This will not only make you more attractive, but also foster a genuine connection based on who you truly are. Before we jump into the next lesson, here's a shocking stat. 98% of viewers don't leave comments or hit the like button. If you found this lesson helpful, drop a comment saying useful and smash that like button to show your support. We truly appreciate you. Mistake 6. Act like a mentor or a teacher. One of the most common pitfalls older men fall into when dating younger women is taking on the role of a mentor or teacher. While it might seem harmless at first, this approach can quickly backfire if you're not careful. When you start off a relationship by offering advice or guidance, whether it's about her career, personal development, or even everyday life, you may unintentionally position yourself as a mentor. This dynamic creates a platonic atmosphere that can be hard to shift into a more flirtatious or romantic one. The issue here is that once you're seen as a mentor, it becomes challenging to break out of that mold. Women who have a good mentor value the relationship and are often reluctant to jeopardize it. They might fear that pursuing a romantic relationship could ruin the existing dynamic, leading to awkwardness or loss of professional or personal support. To avoid getting stuck in the mentor role, it's crucial to shift gears from friendly advice to flirtation. This doesn't mean you should abruptly change your approach or be overly forward, but rather gradually introduce romantic elements into your interactions. Compliments, light teasing, and physical touches can signal your interest in a way that complements your previous friendly demeanor. For instance, if you've been offering career advice, try to balance it with playful remarks or compliments. A light touch on the arm or a gentle, flirtatious comment can indicate that your interest is not purely platonic. This transition helps in redefining the relationship from mentor-student to potential romantic partners. Flirtation doesn't have to be overtly sexual or aggressive, it can be subtle and sophisticated. The goal is to demonstrate that your interest extends beyond just being a supportive figure in her life. Simple actions like taking her hand during a conversation, offering a genuine compliment, or initiating a friendly but slightly suggestive conversation can shift the dynamic. Remember, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This quote emphasizes that how you handle the shift from friendly advice to flirtation can significantly impact the direction of your relationship. If you continue to play the mentor role without introducing any romantic elements, you may find yourself stuck in that platonic zone. In summary, while offering guidance and support can be valuable, it's essential to transition from mentor to romantic interest. Avoid pigeonholing yourself into the mentor role by incorporating flirtatious elements into your interactions. By doing so, you'll create a more balanced dynamic that allows for the potential of a romantic relationship to flourish. Mistake 7. Expect too much from her. One of the main reasons older men date younger women is the allure of experiencing a different world, one that they might believe is full of energy, fresh perspectives, and youthful exuberance. It's easy to imagine that a younger partner will bring a new zest to life and offer a different kind of companionship. However, expecting her to fulfill these fantasies can lead to unrealistic demands. You have to remember that, while a younger woman may bring a new dynamic to your life, she isn't a magic elixir that will solve all your problems or transform your world overnight. If you've chosen to date someone much younger, it's crucial to accept that she may not yet have the same level of life experience or maturity that you've accumulated over the years. She might not be as familiar with certain aspects of life or have the same perspectives that you do. Setting high expectations for your younger partner can be unfair and counterproductive. If you expect her to meet certain standards or bring a specific kind of excitement to your life, you're placing undue pressure on her. This expectation can turn the relationship into a source of frustration rather than enjoyment. Remember, a successful relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding, not on the premise of one partner fulfilling the other's preconceived ideals. If you're seeking a life partner, the relationship should be based on compatibility, shared values, and mutual growth. Expecting her to meet unrealistic standards or to completely transform your life will only lead to disappointment and resentment. Instead, focus on what you both can contribute to the relationship and how you can grow together. A meaningful relationship is not about seeking an experience or checking off boxes on a personal bucket list. It's about finding someone with whom you can share your life, support each other, and build a future together. If you approach the relationship with the mindset of expecting her to bring something extraordinary into your life, you might overlook the real value of a partnership. Dating a younger woman should not come with the expectation that she will magically fulfill all your desires or transform your life. Instead, it's important to approach the relationship with realistic expectations, appreciate her for who she is, and focus on building a genuine connection. By doing so, you'll foster a more balanced and fulfilling relationship that stands the test of time. Mistake 8. Trying to control her. Older men dating younger women can sometimes fall into the trap of trying to control their partners, mistakenly believing they know what's best. However, this approach often backfires, leading to resentment and a lack of trust. Feeling like a relationship puppeteer? Think again. Dating someone younger doesn't mean you should control her every move. In fact, trying to micromanage your partner can make you the villain in your own love story. Picture this. You're dating a vibrant, ambitious young woman. She's excited about starting a new career, or perhaps traveling the world. You, with your wealth of experience, think you know what's best for her. You start offering unsolicited advice, dictating her choices and steering her away from decisions you deem unwise. Before you know it, the dynamic has shifted from lovers to parent and child. Not exactly the romantic fairy tale you envisioned, right? Instead of trying to take over and run the show, why not be her biggest cheerleader? Ask her, how can I help you achieve your dreams? This approach not only makes her feel respected, but also strengthens your bond. Remember, a supportive partner is far more attractive than a controlling one. In today's age, women value their independence and ability to make decisions. By trying to control her, you risk turning her away. Instead, celebrate her autonomy. When she shares her plans, listen actively and offer encouragement rather than directions. This will make her feel valued and respected, fostering a healthy relationship dynamic. Would you prefer a partner who sees you as an equal or someone who tries to control your every move? Exactly. Respecting her autonomy means acknowledging her ability to make decisions, even if they differ from yours. If she makes mistakes, be there to support her rather than saying, "I told you so." This builds a partnership based on trust and mutual respect. Remember, fear of losing her can manifest as a need to control. Instead of giving in to this fear, channel it into positive actions that strengthen your relationship. Plan exciting activities together, create new memories, and communicate openly about your feelings and concerns. This transparency will create a stronger bond. Relinquishing control and embracing mutual respect can transform your relationship from a dictatorship into a partnership. It's about being equals who support each other's growth and happiness, regardless of age. By fostering an environment of trust and respect, you not only enrich your relationship, but also ensure it stands the test of time. After all, a love built on equality is the most attractive kind of love. Mistake 9. Focusing too much on the age gap. Imagine you're on a date and all you can think about is the age difference. You mention it every chance you get, trying to make light of it, or worse, using it as a point of insecurity. This is a surefire way to turn something that could be insignificant into a looming issue. Instead of dwelling on the number of candles on your birthday cake, focus on the qualities that drew you to each other. Maybe it's her infectious laughter, or your shared love for jazz music. Highlighting these connections can create a more meaningful bond, transcending the age gap. Consider George Clooney and Amal Alamuddin. Despite their 17-year age difference, their relationship is often praised for its depth and connection. They focus on their shared interests, values, and mutual respect, rather than letting their age define them. This approach can be a powerful lesson for anyone dating someone younger. It's not about ignoring the age gap, but about not letting it dominate the relationship narrative. Take, for example, an older man who constantly jokes about his age. While humor can be a great way to bridge gaps, overdoing it can signal insecurity. Instead, show confidence in your life experience and wisdom. This confidence is attractive and can make the age difference seem irrelevant. Women appreciate a man who is secure in his skin and sees beyond superficial numbers. The key is to celebrate the differences. Each of you brings unique perspectives and experiences to the table. Maybe she introduces you to new music or trends, while you offer insights from your rich tapestry of life experiences. This exchange can enrich both your lives, making the age gap an asset rather than a liability. However, it's crucial to address any real concerns openly. If the age gap affects your future plans, discuss it candidly. But once you've had that conversation, let it rest. Don't let it be the elephant in the room on every date. Instead, focus on creating new memories, exploring mutual interests, and building a connection based on understanding and respect. Ultimately, a relationship should be about finding a partner who complements you. Whether you're discussing the latest book you both enjoyed or planning a trip together, the essence of your relationship should be rooted in mutual appreciation and connection. By sidelining the age gap and emphasizing these positive aspects, you'll pave the way for a more fulfilling and lasting relationship. Mistake 10. Neglecting your own life. Ever heard the saying, "You can't pour from an empty cup"? When it comes to dating, especially with a significant age difference, this couldn't be more true. Neglecting your own life to focus solely on your younger partner might seem romantic at first, but it can quickly become a recipe for disaster. Imagine this. You've started dating a vibrant, energetic young woman. She introduces you to new music, new hobbies, and a whole new social circle. Enthralled by this exciting change, you begin to drift away from your own interests and friends. You skip your weekly poker night with the guys, stop working on that classic car in the garage, and even neglect your career ambitions. Slowly, you start to lose the essence of what made you attractive in the first place, your individuality and confidence. Neglecting your life isn't just about hobbies and interests. It extends to friendships and personal well-being too. When you start neglecting your friends, you're cutting off a vital support system. These are the people who've known you through thick and thin, who offer you perspective and grounding. Maintaining these relationships isn't just good for you, it's also healthy for your romantic relationship. It shows your partner that you have a full, rich life outside of her, making you more intriguing and well-rounded. Consider your career and personal growth. Does your younger partner encourage you to chase your ambitions, or are you putting them on hold to cater to her needs? Remember, part of what made you attractive to her was likely your drive and accomplishments. Continuing to pursue your goals demonstrates self-respect and ambition, traits that are universally appealing. Moreover, neglecting your life can lead to resentment. If you give up too much, you might start to feel like you're missing out or sacrificing too much for the relationship. This can breed discontent and dissatisfaction, which could eventually undermine your connection with your partner. Take a proactive approach. Ensure you're nurturing your passions, friendships, and career. Share your life with her, but also keep a part of it just for you. Balance is key. Plan regular outings with friends, set aside time for your hobbies, and stay committed to your professional goals. This not only enriches your life, but also keeps the relationship dynamic and balanced. Don't let your love life eclipse your personal life. A healthy relationship thrives when both partners maintain their individuality. After all, the best relationships are those where two whole individuals come together to share their lives, not lose them. I think you've had enough experiences to know what will be good for you and what will bring you happiness, right? Mistake 11. I'm always right. For older men navigating relationships with much younger women, one of the most common pitfalls is the belief that being always right is a testament to wisdom and experience. This mindset often stems from a place of perceived superiority, where the older partner feels their extensive life experience grants them an infallible perspective. However, this attitude can inadvertently disrespect and alienate the younger partner, creating tension and dissatisfaction. Consider this scenario. An older man, confident in his experience, insists that his way of handling a problem is the only viable option. The younger woman, who may have a different perspective, is dismissed outright. This dynamic might seem like a natural outcome of age and experience, but it fails to account for the fact that respect and open communication are the cornerstones of any healthy relationship. When the older partner consistently asserts that they are always right, it sends a message that the younger partner's opinions and feelings are irrelevant. This can make her feel undervalued and disrespected, potentially leading to resentment. In a relationship where one person feels their contributions are disregarded, emotional disconnect and dissatisfaction are likely to follow. Furthermore, assuming that age and experience automatically equate to correctness hinders personal growth for both partners. Relationships are built on mutual exchange and understanding, not on the dominance of one perspective over another. By continually asserting that you're always right, you not only stifle your partner's voice but also miss opportunities for learning and growth that come from genuinely considering different viewpoints. Instead of clinging to the notion of being infallible, focus on fostering an environment where both partners feel heard and valued. When a disagreement arises, approach it with an open mind and a willingness to understand the younger partner's perspective. Just like the two of you are standing at opposite ends of the number 6, the issue is the same, but the perspectives and generations are different, which can easily lead to conflict. The key here is to respect each other, understand each other, and address the issues calmly to avoid saying hurtful things. To sum up, if you've made some of these common mistakes, you might have inadvertently pushed her away, creating hesitation or fear about future dates. It's easy to feel discouraged or fearful, especially if you found yourself stumbling in the dating process. But here's the thing. Don't let fear dictate your actions or prevent you from pursuing a genuine connection. Dating isn't about being flawless. It's about connecting authentically and letting things unfold naturally. Even if you have more life experience, remember that no one is perfect. Embrace your imperfections and view them as opportunities to grow and learn. Being rigid and overly cautious can be a barrier to real connection. Instead, focus on being open, honest, and sincere in your interactions. Communicate your intentions clearly and listen actively to her thoughts and feelings. Show genuine interest in her as a person, rather than as a checklist to be completed. This approach will foster trust and understanding, helping both of you navigate the complexities of your relationship. It's through this openness and sincerity that you'll build a stronger, more meaningful connection. Remember, dating is a journey of mutual discovery, and it's okay to stumble along the way. Your willingness to learn from mistakes and grow together will ultimately lead to a deeper and more rewarding relationship. So don't let fear hold you back. Approach your dating life with confidence, curiosity, and a genuine heart. Alright, let's wrap this up. Navigating the dating world can be tricky, especially when there's a significant age gap. Older men often fall into common traps when dating younger women, like overcompensating or failing to communicate effectively. Remember, the key is to be authentic and avoid those mistakes we've discussed. Stay grounded, listen actively, and don't let insecurities drive your actions. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Your input could help others facing similar challenges. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.